Hi everybody, my name is Angela Cleary. I'm a life coach and I specialise in healing after narcissistic abuse. So today I want to talk about self-limiting beliefs. So these are our conditioned beliefs that we have adopted because of our upbringing or our childhood or even from past lives. So this is what makes us feel that we aren't worthy enough or aren't good enough to do certain things. So for example, if you see somebody doing something artistic or creative, you're like, oh, I wish I could do that. I was never creative. But you are what you say you are. And say as a child, I stopped doing art because I believed that I wasn't good enough. But because of that, I stopped trying. And that's one thing I've learned over the last few years is that if we actually want to do something and if we believe in ourselves and keep trying, and take that first step, but keep going and don't give up, we can master anything we put our minds to. So for example, I worked in a meat factory for a couple of meat factories, but one of them I worked in a packing area and it was really hard, heavy lifting manual work. And I love manual work. And I was always quite active. I always was good at heavy lifting. But these jobs were so fucking hard. They were really hard. And they made me so angry. They made me so frustrated to the point I was nearly in tears. They were so difficult. But I didn't give up and I didn't know I could ask for help. So I just kept going and kept going and kept going. And I actually ended up mastering these jobs that I thought I could never, ever do. So when I started to become creative again after throughout my spiritual awakening, I remembered this. Because I started drawing again and I was like, oh, I can't do this is shite. And I was getting frustrated and I was like, I can't draw. And I was about to give up and I was like, no, hold on now. If I was able to master the most impossible jobs that frustrated me so much because I kept going, who's to say I can't master other things? So I kept trying and I kept trying. So then I started tracing stuff off the internet. Now I draw freehand. I'm making clothes, I make bags, which is something I never thought I could do. I bake. You can get all this stuff on YouTube, but the whole point is to keep going and to not doubt yourself. Because of our upbringing and because of how our parents lived or how the generations before us lived, we believe that we can't aspire to be more than we are. We believe we're not talented. We believe that we don't have gifts. We believe that we don't have the ability to do things other people can. But the only reason these people can do these things is because they tried and they practiced. And that's what it's all about. We can do anything we put our minds to if we just believe in ourselves and if we just practice. So the next time you say, oh wow, I wish I was creative, don't say I wish, say I will be creative. I'm the most creative I've ever been because I started to try again and I started to believe in myself again. And fuck it, if you want to trace something and go over it afterwards, that's still being creative. You're still doing and trying, but don't doubt yourself. And that's the problem we have with self-limiting beliefs. We doubt our abilities. We doubt our capabilities. We doubt that we can achieve things that other people can do. But it's just because we haven't tried, and because of our conditioning and because of our upbringing, we doubt ourselves. Because of our lack of self-worth due to childhood trauma, we doubt that we can achieve or be or do anything that we want to do. And as I said, we just have to keep trying. And this is for example, before I became a life coach, my biggest block was feeling unworthy, feeling I wasn't good enough to do these things. But my life experience has given me enough tools and to be able to help others. And I've had my training as well, but at the start it was all about self-doubt and it was all no, I can't really do this. I can't do this. And it's false. It's a false limiting belief that we have. And it's another thing around money blocks is another thing. We grew up in a household that struggles. Our parents struggled. Our parents had to work hard and, fair dues to them. But we don't have to struggle from week to week. We can achieve and make the money we desire to make. And I remember my money blocks were unreal, and I thought it was because I wasn't materialistic, and I was like, I don't need this, I don't need that, I'm okay living on less, I'm okay living week to week. because I was like, I don't need luxuries or whatever. But it's not about being materialistic. It's about achieving and believing that you deserve it. And I do deserve to have nice things. We all deserve to have nice things. But because of our self-limiting beliefs and because of our money blocks due to childhood, we don't think we deserve to have money. And I remember like doing courses last year and stuff, and when they mention like 6 and 7 figure incomes, it would make me cringe. It would scare me. And I didn't even realize I had money blocks until they showed me this. And I was like, I'm actually afraid to earn more because I know no different, because I grew up with less. And just because we grew up with less doesn't mean that we cannot achieve more and that we cannot bring in this income. And it isn't about money. It's about self-belief. It's about self-worth, you know, and it's about believing you can achieve these things. It's about believing you can do these things that you want to do. Like, you know, I wrote poetry as a teenager, but I gave that up as well because I didn't think I was good enough. And now I'm in the process, because I kept going, kept writing poetry. I'm actually in the process of publishing my first book because I decided I can do this. And don't get me wrong, when I first started trying to self-publish this book and, you know, trying to figure out the technology on how to upload and all this kind of stuff, I kept hitting walls. I kept hitting stuff to make me stop and give up. And I did. There were so many times that I tried to publish this book through self-publishing, and I'd hit a wall and I'd hit something that I wouldn't be able to get through, and it would make me feel rejected. It would make me feel that I feel like I wasn't supposed to do this, or I wasn't good enough to do this. And then I wouldn't go back to my book for another 6 months. Like, and this was on and off for the last few years. But now I'm finally in the process of getting this book published through a publisher's, because I finally started to heal my inner self-limiting beliefs. It wasn't because I stopped hitting walls. It was because I started to believe in myself. And that's the secret. You just keep believing you can do this. Picture that outcome and picture the fact that you are talented. You have got gifts, but they're hidden. They're hidden behind your lack of self-worth. They're hidden behind your self-limiting beliefs. They're hidden behind your conditioning. And you need to start looking within yourself and healing these wounds so that you can reach for the stars. Stop thinking that you have to do this 9-to-5 job, that you can't find a passion or a creativity that you can turn into a career. And that's the thing, like I was working in factories for a long time. I did many different jobs. I was a cleaner. I worked in restaurants, all these kind of jobs, the 9-to-5 jobs or whatever, the mundane jobs that don't fulfill your soul, because I didn't believe I could achieve more. And a few years ago, when I learned the law of attraction, I was watching my favourite DJ and I was like, wow, I'd love to be a DJ. And then I was like, no, hold on, I will be a DJ. And within a year, I was doing my first paid DJ gig. And now I'm still a part-time DJ. So like my whole life I've wanted to be a psychologist or a psychiatrist. But I never went to college due to lack of money. But that was okay. Becoming a life coach is my dream now. That is my dream fulfilled, because I've always wanted to help people. And now I'm able to achieve that because I didn't give up on myself and I started to believe that I can do this. And that's the thing. If you've got a passion, if you've got something in your heart that you feel that you should be doing, go for it. Reach for that, because at the end of the day, this is what you are about. This is why we're here. We're here to be of service. We're here for a mission. We're here for a life purpose, a life of fulfillment, something that fills our soul. So if there is something within you that you have passion for, if there is something that you want to do with all your heart and soul, then do it and stop letting these doubts get in the way, because you're here to achieve big. You're here to be great. But the only thing between you and your greatness is you and your self-limiting beliefs. The only thing between you and your dreams is your doubts. So we need to start looking within ourselves and healing those doubts, those wounds, that inner childhood trauma that we have that is preventing us from doing what we're here to do. You're not here to do that factory job. You're not here to do the job that doesn't fill your soul. You're here for purpose. You're here for mission. You're here for greatness. So please get out of your own way. And that's the problem we have. I was in my own way for so long. My self-limiting beliefs, my self-doubt, my lack of self-worth stopped me from achieving my dreams. And it isn't impossible. People think, wow, Jesus, I could never do something like that. But yes, you can. And saying the words, I can't do this, means you're going to manifest that. So say the words, I can. Say the words, I will. Say the words, I will be this. Say the words, I am successful, because you are what you make yourself. You are what you believe in yourself. So start believing that you can reach for those stars. Start believing that you can achieve big, and start believing in your self-worth. Start believing that you have a gift. You have many gifts and you have many talents. Like, I love this quote. We beat ourselves up. And we give up very easily. So like, we try something and we're not good at it. And we're like, okay, I can't do that. And it makes you frustrated, it makes you angry. And you punish yourself. You punish yourself for not being able to do something. But it's your first time doing it. You're not supposed to be brilliant at something the first time you do it. And if you are, fair play. But like, you need to practice something. And the quote I love is, you can't judge a fish. You can't judge a fish by its whole life, by its ability to climb a tree, or it will forever think it's stupid. So a fish can't climb that fucking tree, but if you judge that fish for not being able to climb this tree, the fish is going to think it's stupid. Like, what I mean by that is, like, you can't judge somebody or judge yourself on your lack of ability to do something if you don't try to do it. If you give up at the first hurdle, you're never going to achieve anything. So don't kick yourself if you can't do it straight away. Don't kick yourself for making a mistake, because you need to know how to do something wrong before you can do it right. Like, so practice. Believe in yourself and practice. And that's all you need to do, is believe in your abilities. Believe that you are talented. Believe that you have got gifts. Just trust that in your heart, and reach for what gives you life. Reach for what gives you passion. You can turn your passions and your hobbies into a career if it is what fills your heart and soul. You just need to believe in that. And especially if it's to be of service, like when I discovered that I wanted to be a life coach, I felt the universe help me along. I felt the universe pull me forward and open doors of opportunity where I only saw walls, because I could feel it in my heart. I could feel that this is my purpose. This is what I'm supposed to do. So when you feel it in your heart and feel that this is what you're supposed to do, you can do it. And the universe and your spirit team and your angels and your guides will help you. You're not doing this alone. All you need to do is take that first step and believe in yourself, and do not give up. Don't give up, because you can do anything you want to do. You just need to try. You need to believe in yourself, and you need to try. And that's the thing. Don't let your past, do not let your childhood, do not let your parents dictate what your future is going to be. You are not your parents. You do not have to be like your mother or your father. You do not have to struggle the way they did. You do not have to treat people the way they did. We are here to break the cycle. We are here to break that generational curse. We are here to change the norm. We are here to do things differently. And that change starts with you. That change starts with you believing in yourself and believing that you will not repeat the past. You will not repeat their past, and you will not repeat your past. You have to start believing in your truth, your passion, your gift, your purpose. You are here to break those cycles. You are here to achieve greatness. You just need to stop letting those doubts get in your way. You have to get out of your own way. Now start believing in yourself. Know that you can achieve more, and know that you are destined for greatness. Thank you for listening today. If this resonates, please like and share. Please like and share my page. See you again.